Welcome to the Pastimes. It's a podcast. We're doing one, whether microphones reject us recording them or not. You know what we do here. Each week we go through a newspaper from a random date in history picked out by none other than Dave Anthony. I, Gareth Reynolds, have never seen it, and neither has this week's guest, Andrea More. Hello, Andrea. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It seems like you threw your microphone before we started. Was that
right when we started? She then knocked it over. She's like, "Fuck this shit."
I was just really excited.
Okay.
And angry at the same time.
Believe me, that's Dave Anthony's gear.
What the fuck just happened?
Andrea, you will be opening for Sean Keen in San Francisco?
Yes, on May 14th at the Punchline Comedy Club.
Okay, great club. Great club.
Yeah, I like it. That was my home club starting out.
They've legally asked you to stop saying that, Dave. So at some point,
I mean, I lived there. I had a cot, and I lived there.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Well, should we just jump into it? I mean, Andrew, this is no shame if you've never listened to the show, but we're going to guess what year this paper is from. Now, Dave has picked it, and I would say it's probably going to be 1800s, 1900s, could be 1700s, probably not. You get to guess what year you think it's from with no information. I'll also guess, and you'll win.
Okay.
No, we don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Everything's rigged these days.
This thing is rigged.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 1907, and I feel really good about that guess.
I think you should.
You should.
I'm going to guess 1899.
Oh, Andrea wins. It's 1888, but it's the 1907 1888.
It's wrong. See, does
that make sense?
No, it doesn't. That's why Andrea looks confused and I look mad.
No, this is the face I make when I'm really connecting.
Oh, that's you locked in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Congratulations on being further away from it and still winning somehow.
Thank you.
Well, there's a hiccup in that. You know, the year you picked was whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there's a skip in the timeline. Anyway, it's the evening capital of Annapolis, Maryland, August 8th, 1888. It's a big, great year. Great.
Did you say August 8th?
Yeah.
So this is 8/8/88.
Mm-hmm.
So Reagan had just been reelected.
So this is Reagan.
That's right.
Yep.
This is the Reagan years.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is.
We were all getting rich.
Oh,
yeah,
blue jeans were popping. Credit cards were new. McDonald's was in Russia. Democracy had been exported.
Pizza Hut was in Russia. Was it McDonald's? I know Pizza Hut was.
It's called Hut of Pizza.
What are you doing?
Some comedy. Whenever you're ready.
Andrea, I can treat Gareth as hostile, right?
No.
I'm going to wait till we've been podcasting for like 15 minutes to become antagonistic.
So why don't you, when you're ready, just let us know the verdict whenever you're ready.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Copy that.
Thank you.
Apparel for hot weather. This is page 1.
Apparel?
For hot weather.
Oh,
for hot weather.
Okay. Yeah.
When it comes to
invented.
When it comes to the apparel question, we find a problem difficult of a solution. I mean, this is when you just want to slap someone for writing a sentence like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he's like trying to make extra words for no reason.
Yes.
But maybe this is like, you know, in the aughts when they were being paid like $1 per word.
Could be.
It could be. Totally could be. Yeah.
Is this Condé Nast? Is that the publication?
Yes,
you're
this is
reading
Condé
from?
Nast. That's right. How did you know that? Yeah. Yeah.
Just a lucky guess.
What to wear for the greatest comfort?
This is shocking to have this be like pants, not great for the summer. That feeling you have is universal.
I mean, you know where this is going right away. I hear my fat and hasty friend say, "Why, the thinnest white cotton garment you can possibly buy." It's his fat friend.
That is when being fat was a compliment, like basically saying
true.
Upper middle class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thick and sweet.
He's got gravy thighs. Where I thought it was going, Dave, was that men should be allowed to have fashion freedom and women keep it all under wraps. Wear duvets.
Yeah, hide it. Yeah. Not quite, old fellow. If you do that, you may find it a snare. And one of these days, with their sudden changes, will bring you a summer pneumonia.
Summer pneumonia.
Well, look, I think they're confused about how chest infections happen.
Sure.
What is summer pneumonia? Why would someone get that?
I don't understand.
No, they're saying I think they're saying that if you wear what he wants to wear, that you'll get a cold and then summer pneumonia. But there's no summer pneumonia, so they're saying that'll happen because of what you're wearing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, and this is all in the lead.
Yeah.
Yes.
The idea that this is all, you have to figure all this out.
They're like, what's the most important information?
Yeah.
That's right.
Welcome to the Monday Night Clues.
Cotton is not an absorbent and is no more fit to be worn next to the skin than a coat of a mail would be.
What?
That's not true.
Not that kind of mail, Gareth.
Chain
mail.
Well, what about cotton is absorbent? Is this another one of your hints?
No,
not to sound like a fan.
Yeah.
But I remember the episode of the Dollop. Do you guys know that show?
I don't know what that is now.
Okay. The episode you did about deodorant and how advertisers appealed to men and said, if you wear deodorant, you might get a job because you're so stinky during the Great Depression.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't remember
Gareth,
that.
you have to listen to this episode.
I would love to. It's shocking how many of the episodes I haven't been on, to be honest, in retrospect. It seems like I missed a lot. That's fucking hilarious to be like, don't be stinky. It'll help.
Yeah. But as you're reading this, Dave, it just makes me think about, again, how stinky people were up until smelled. 2023.
Yeah, they were
horrible.
Terrible smelling. They smelled terrible.
They had no clue either. And it's really the breath, I think, that would get you.
Yeah.
Really? I think it's like the movements, people gesticulating. Like, please don't talk with your arms.
Yeah, I get that. I have a friend who in college just was like, I'm done with deodorant. And I was like, that's not a you call. And it really was a friendship-changing event.
Like it made you closer.
Yeah, I was just attracted to him. The pheromones, everything got hotter.
Just as long as they weren't wearing cotton.
Disgusting. Imagine.
And you went to you matriculated in 1888, right, Gareth?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
I went
Class
to BO.
Of 88.
Yep.
That's so stupid.
No, it isn't. It's smart. It's a smart joke.
I'm embarrassed about laughing.
I went to PU.
Oh, you have a master's.
I got my master's at PU, and then my undergrad was BO. Guys, that's as good as it's going to get.
Short episode today.
Yeah.
It holds the I think we're talking about cotton still. It holds the perspiration
When are we not?
and excretions.
Classic us.
And excretions of the body.
Jesus Christ. Wait, what is that? What?
I'm a little grossed out at this point.
What is – say that again.
Cotton holds the perspiration and excretions of the body. Of those million little sewers.
Sounds like one of my
meshes.
hugs.
Is that an excerpt from The Body Keeps the Score?
I think so.
What? I don't know if anyone's ever committed libel against cotton so strongly.
Of these million little sewers in its meshes.
Little sewers.
Yeah, that's what your pores are.
Leave cotton alone.
Your pores are little sewers.
Oh, God.
In its meshes.
There's little turtles hanging out there.
Yeah.
That's right. in suspension, as it were, and when you stand in a breezy place, you feel this foreign presence by the cold, clammy sensation, which brings out the expression that someone is walking over your grave.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God, I hate when someone walks over my grave. Can you take another route?
Enough.
I'm a huge fan. I love it.
Oh my God.
Underwear should always be constructed of woolen material, which may be made as light and flimsy as desired. It is cooler than cotton and far more cleanly.
See, now...
this is Richard Guernsey, MD, who said that.
Guernsey.
And you're reading from the weather section?
Yeah, this is the 5 day.
This is just page 1 in the paper. This is just all very normal.
Just about how cotton is a shirt sewer?
That's right. What's the problem?
And so to reiterate, they're saying that underwear should be as thin as possible.
In this era, I couldn't agree with that less. When you're talking about the armpits, now I'm thinking crotch, and it's concerning.
Why are you thinking crotch?
Because he has summer pneumonia.
Yeah, come on, I'm Dave. Sick, buddy. It's almost June.
Jesus Christ! All right, so you got a hot pair of panties on? Panties, Gareth?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No.
Hot wool pants. Wool panties.
No.
Come and get them.
What's
me at the ballpark. Hot wool panties.
Hot wool panties. Eat some nuts out of these hot wool panties.
Babe Ruth wears them, and so can you.
Babe Ruth's fucking underwear should be in a museum somewhere.
Oh,
just as the glass shatters from inside every year.
I would like to see a heist movie about the team that tries to steal those from the museum.
National League treasure.
Yes. Need it. All right. Dreams of the Blind. This is going to be bad.
Of course
it's going to be bad.
Awful.
It's going to be terrible.
Yep.
The dreams of the blind are of great importance.
It's true. I don't disagree so far.
And the fact that persons born blind.
I don't care how able-bodied or not you are. I don't want to hear about your dreams. They're boring.
I agree.
I want to talk about my dreams.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
You're like the Subway Takes guy who shows up on my Instagram.
Yeah, okay.
100% agree.
Okay. The dreams of the blind are of great importance, and the fact that persons born blind never dream of seeing is established by the investigations of competent inquirers.
That's what they used to call detectives.
Now
they don't. I don't. Is that true?
No, I'll answer.
That can't be true, right?
No, I'm so full of it today.
Yeah.
If you could never see, wouldn't you just create in your mind versions of what you think it would be, and then you would dream about that?
I'll answer as the only blind person here. I've often wondered, when you listen to Stevie Wonder, that's why they call him Stevie Wonder, you always wonder, so much of what he writes is visual. There's so many things where I'm like, what does he do? He's
like superstition.
Yeah. But he is. He's writing something nasty on the bathroom wall, and I'm like, Stevie?
Yeah, but that's Braille. He's writing Braille.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, this is what AI says, because this can't be true.
Dave, you just destroyed a Brazilian rainforest by
fuck them. I need to know about blind people dreaming. My God, what's more important?
Yeah, he's a real ballsy.
Yep.
AI says, yes, people do dream, although their dreams can differ from those of sighted individuals. While sighted people often dream with vivid visual images, blind individuals may dream more with other senses like sound, taste, touch, and smell.
I don't understand.
I dream of people wearing cotton.
Nightmare.
So my dreams are really smelly.
I dream of just me in wool panties in a desert.
I dream of Genie.
Dave dreams of people wearing hats, or as we call it, I dream of beanie. I'm going to
apologize.
I'm going to unplug everything.
Apologize to Andrea.
Listen, I'm sorry, Andrea. I didn't mean it.
Well, so this is the crazy thing about it. This question that I gave to the internet. I don't think blind people don't dream. I just want to know how they dream, and it keeps going. Yes, blind people dream. Oh, you mean they're people? Oh, okay. Thanks for answering that. Of course, they dream.
I think they dream. I just don't think they feel.
Yeah. Brave. Finally.
And I'm by the way, I'm allowed to say that because I'm a very hateful person.
Oh, I thought you were going to go somewhere else. Okay. I'm allowed to say that. I'm awful.
Okay, so recent research suggests that people who are blind from birth or otherwise can still experience visual images in their dreams. Yes. That's what I thought. Yes, of course that makes sense. It would not make sense any other way. It's like you're looking for a problem that's not there.
I could text my blind friend. What's the question for my blind buddy?
Was he born blind, or did he have?
I think he lost it. I
guess I would ask him like how long are you going to keep up this charade?
Yeah.
Well, I've tried.
And then say, do you have a soul? Like, just start it from basic stuff.
He listens to the show, so I'm not gonna. Dominic, we're sorry.
I would just say what are your dreams? Yeah, I mean, if he lost it, I think it'd be a little bit different than you're born with it. But
yeah,
it would.
That's what I was
thinking. I think the idea is what's the visuals of a dream like?
You want me to call him?
Now it's getting weird.
I think it's a bad call to make.
I have to let my dog that Dave hates outside. I
don't hate that dog.
Well, you don't
I don't like that you put shoes on your fucking dog. Take the shoes off.
It's funny
everybody.
to call him
Just what the fuck is happening right now?
Give me one moment.
They don't need shoes. What are you doing with the dog?
Well, I have to just let him out. I'm just going to open the door.
She puts pictures up on Instagram and it's just the dog in shoes. And it's not I get if it's hot pavement, okay, put shoes on your dog. But she just does it for the hell of it on a Wednesday and the temperature's 70 degrees out.
Okay.
I don't know whose side I'm on, but I think I'm closer to Andrea's side than yours.
She also thinks buildings should look like trees. So the whole thing is.
I think it's cute to paint your house with a little apple tree on it.
Your dog's very cute.
Oh, thank you. He only wears shoes when it's so people in my neighborhood put these signs on their lawns that say, 84 degrees outside can be 93 degrees on the concrete for the dogs. So when it's really hot out, I put the shoes on his paws, but I just took a picture of him the other day when it wasn't that hot. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shoes. And everyone loved it. And then Dave didn't like it.
That's Dave's gear. That's Dave's whole thing.
He's a contrarian.
Yes.
They call me Jimmy Dore.
They call him Mr. Shoes.
Cotton shoes, I'm guessing. Look who comes crawling back.
Well, it's more he's trotting more than crawling.
Okay, fair.
So far as we know, there is no proof of a single instance of a person born blind ever in dreams fancying what he saw. What the fuck does that mean?
What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
That is such crazy. That is such seeing person shit.
Thank you.
I feel like the writer is so antagonistic towards blind people that of course no one's going to talk to you about their dreams because you're a nightmare to talk to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I have some questions about what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
And how you're fucked up.
And it'll be in the paper.
Yeah. It'll be in the paper. The subject has been treated by Joseph Jastrow in the Presbyterian Review.
Good.
Red flags.
Wait, Jastrow?
Jastrow.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have an issue with the name Jastrow?
No,
I'm going to call my friend Jastrow right now and get him on the phone and see how he feels.
He has examined nearly 200 persons of both sexes in the institutions for the blind in Philadelphia. 32 became blind before completing their 5th year, and not one of these 32
By the way, can we just
dreams.
Birthdays from now on should be called completing whatever year. That is completing your 5th year.
You finished.
I just graduated to 6.
Are you going to have a party?
I'm having a party. I've completed another year.
32 became blind before completing their 50th year, and not one of these 32 sees in dreams. Concerning Laura Bridgman, the blind and deaf mute, Professor
Jesus
Stanley
Christ.
Hall, quoted by Mr. Jastrow, says, quote, sight and hearing are absent from her dreams as they are from dark and silent world, which alone she knows. That's, you
What?
can't
You
just,
go
your
fuck
dream
yourself.
just can't be black.
She dreams in nothings.
You...
Go ahead, Dave. Get mad.
I mean, the whole thing is just to make them.
It's very
strange. They're not like us.
Yes.
My
Like, that's
issue
the whole thing.
isn't that. I'm like, this isn't news.
No, it's not
I
news.
think I agree as well with that. But the news to me is they dream of void.
Yeah, that's
Breaking.
Breaking news. Yeah, right.
Breaking.
Front page news.
Yeah, it's horseshit. It's horseshit. I said it.
Thank you, Dave.
This hot weather will be making. This is just a random. There's no headline. This hot weather will be making the corn of the corn. This hot weather will be the making of the corn crop, and a bountiful yield of that cereal will make this country, even in a presidential year, to blossom like a rose.
Famous last words.
yeah. Just like last year.
A big corn crop will put an end to the railroad wars out west and thus add to the general prosperity. I mean, so
So
could be a lot of
once
corn.
again, corn.
So
Once
All
again,
comes
we-
back to corn.
Yeah.
one thing I'm noticing is that we have a lot of corn now, almost too much corn. But back then,
Yeah.
it was never enough corn.
No.
We've
Well, I mean,
overcorrected.
corn,
We
as
have
we're
overcorrected.
hearing, corn can change the world. It can stop the wars. It's just, once you're heavy on
Give corn
corn.
a chance.
Honestly.
Yeah. Corn was like the Bitcoin of the 1880s.
It was called Bitcoin back then.
Don't
Still is.
encourage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
What?
This ought to be consolation enough to endure this kind of weather for a season. Oh, they're saying enjoy the hot weather because we're gonna
A lot
corn
of
the shit out of
corn.
it.
Your
Yeah, we're
pain
going
now
full
is
corn.
future corn.
It's hot, but we're gonna be full corn.
My son passed away from the heat, but you're going to get a lot of corn this fall.
Put him out in the cornfield, and corn shall come forth
Beautiful
from him.
corn.
I don't have a voice, but I have a question, which
Okay.
is that, is this a national newspaper
this
you're
a
reading
voice?
from?
This seems like a voice that you're making now.
Yeah, go back to your regular one.
Do your, yeah.
Is this
Go
a
back to-
national paper?
Yeah.
Bring back Andrea.
Did
Stop
they
with the
have
camera.
those?
There was a, yeah, right, Dave?
Did I
Like,
not
were they
say
reading this in California?
No. Sometimes at this time they did have like an AP, so you could get stuff off the wire.
So you could
or
get
whatever
college
you would call
credit.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, college credit. That's right.
A PU.
Yeah. But listen, shout out. Go Lions.
Always
Queer
lying.
people.
Careful. Everyone careful.
Come on, we're going in. Queer people. Some of these religionists. Oh, I see. Queer
Okay.
people. Some of these religion. He left out a word.
Yeah.
That he could. At Ocean Grove Saturday night, the singing of a Boston lady so enthused 8,000 people attending the meeting of the National Temperance Society that they entirely forgot themselves, and their applause ran into a tumultuousness that almost caused a riot.
See, that's why you need booze.
Yeah. If
Now
you're drinking, you're not
gonna
rioting.
have a riot over clapping.
It's like con.
Yeah, it really is. It really
Yeah.
is. Brendan Fraser in the center of another clap riot.
You got to be drunk if you're going to riot.
Well, the
It's gotta
police
be-
always start
no
the
reason.
clap riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They always do. Fuckers. The vocalist had to repeat her solo to quell the tumult. Oh, so that's one way to stop riot that we lost to history is you sing.
I've been in the center of a couple riots trying to sing, and it did not work.
What did you sing?
Tub thumping.
But he forgot the words.
Yeah, well, it's a confusing song. And a lot of it sounds just like talking. I was like, wait, I'm about to sing. I drink a whiskey drink. I drink a vodka drink. I drink a lager drink. I drink a cider drink. I sing the songs. Hold on. And then I'm beaten.
Yeah. It sounds like your fault a little bit. Right?
I don't agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that the Canadian government has called off its cruisers, instructed its lawyers to discontinue proceedings against captured fishing craft, and back completely down from its policy to bluster and annoyance, it would not be well to put behind us all this miserable, petty squabbling about mackerel and cultivate.
It's so Canadian. Another mackerel argument. Wow.
And about mackerel and cultivate larger trade, better acquaintance, and friendlier relations with our neighbors next door. So we were having mackerel fights with
So they
Canada.
were trading mackerel. I just want to get this right. They were trading mackerel to the U.S. in exchange for Bitcoin.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes, Bitcoin. Yes,
Yep.
and then we had more corn than they had mackerel. So, now we gotta do tariffs.
Right. Of course.
What else are you gonna do?
Something I definitely understand at this point.
And I bet this is so funny to hear Canada as its own country, because now I just picture it as a big part of America.
Right, it's like Texas.
It's ours, yeah, but kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's like I mean,
less
whatever.
measles. I call it measles-less Texas.
Thank you, but
It's
we're gonna
gross.
get them measles
Huh?
for sure. We're gonna get
Inshallah.
them measles. We're gonna measle them up.
Yeah, we'll give them measles.
Yeah,
For mackerel for measles. You give us
Yeah, it's-
mackerel, we'll give you measles, you fucking weirdos.
it's called trading. Hello,
Yeah,
it's
ever
called
heard of
it's
it?
still making a deal.
Did
Yeah.
a stand-up set for that nonprofit.
By the way,
Mackerel for measles.
Now let's just jump out quickly because we've worked
It was
with
a
mackerel for
benefit. It
measles.
was a benefit show that I was on.
We've worked with them for a
Mackerel
while.
for measles.
We've worked with them for a long time, and they do
Yeah.
great work. And that's very nice to hear. That's good for you to get.
I bombed, but it was the thought.
Who
Yeah, I
doesn't?
know.
Some of the hardest people are the people who eat mackerels and have measles.
Oh, I get so hard after I eat mackerel. It's crazy. I really do. It's nuts.
Yeah,
You
I
know
get
what I
it.
mean? Yeah.
I get it.
Same.
Ugh, it's just crazy. Yeah.
And that's why I'll just sometimes back up a whole mackerel truck and just dump it in Gareth's yard.
Nah, I go wild. I basically, by the end, it looks like Saltburn with mackerel. I'm just in there yard humping. By the way, that's another Chumbawamba song, Yard Humping.
It's actually very different.
It's a different one. Yeah.
Sounds
He eats a
completely
mackerel
different.
mouth? Yeah, no, it's...
Oh, God, I got another text from a Democrat. Secretary Whitney of the Navy has ordered Rear Admiral Luce to send all
Rear
available...
Admiral Luce? Hold on.
That is a fucking name.
Now I'm mackerel hard. Rear Admiral Luce? Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Actually, that'd be a good name for...
Mhm. I'd rather Rear Admiral tight.
Ordered Rear Admiral Luce to send all available ships of the North Atlantic Squadron to the Canadian fishing waters to protect the interests of our American fishermen. This is done pending the ratification of the treaty negotiations in the event of any trouble. The appearance of the American and Canadian warships in the same waters may give it a resemblance of war, but we hope there will be no outbreak. Man, I had no idea we almost went to war over mackerel. It's really amazing.
We're always this close.
Yeah,
always.
It's just,
Yeah.
just whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, fine earth minerals, whatever we're looking for at the time. Mackerel used to, because didn't phones used to run on mackerel, Dave, or am I drunk?
Yeah,
That's
the
why
early
we
phones.
had to kill Lumumba.
That's right. No, think about it.
Just history smiles upon. Just, we really had no choice.
Yeah, no, America's whole history is basically, you want to fucking try me? That's the
Democracy
that's,
everywhere. Not so fast, actual democracy.
Yeah, how dare you?
I also, it's like, I didn't even vote for Admiral Luce.
Is that true?
Well, I did write in.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
So I did vote, but.
Okay. Yeah.
Gareth voted for Admiral Tight, obviously.
That guy. Ugh. No,
I'm just going to leave you there.
Sorry, I don't know what just happened, honestly. So really faded into that.
A curious fatality is reported to have followed the parties to a suit in Washington County in Illinois. The man making the note to secure the payment of which he gave a mortgage on his farm and flouring mill died just after the foreclosure proceedings on the property had taken place.
He's just a
then
kid.
just a youngin'. Then one of the mortgagees died, and soon afterward,
that's the right term.
Anyone
who's dealt in real estate knows that term holds up. We held on to that for sure.
Will someone think of the mortgagees?
The mortgagees.
And soon afterward, the master in chancery, who by order of the court
another one. This is anyone who's tried to close on a house is very familiar with all of these terms because they've held up. Your roof wizard.
The master in chancery. I don't want to know that person's politics.
Master in chancery. So you just have to sign a couple more documents, and then the master in chancery will come over. He'll fight the notary, and if the notary survives, then you are in escrow.
Escrow. Just a picture of me in front of my first house holding a mackerel.
I did it.
Soon afterward, the master of chancery, who by order of the court was to have made the sale, died.
What? That means it's yours.
Well, this is a cursed house. This is a cursed mortgage. Right?
Sure.
It's a haunted mortgage? Haunted mortgage.
Which mortgage isn't?
Thank you.
Yeah. This death of the sheriff who served the
sheriff's dead too?
Was it interchangeable?
Yeah. What's happening?
They're all going
the master
down.
Okay.
The death of the sheriff who served the writ soon followed.
Oh, I see. We interrupted.
And then the son of the original owner, who was the executor of the estate, died.
No. What?
This is a haunted mortgage.
Holy
or will?
shit.
Is it a haunted will?
The writer isn't including is that they died 25 years apart. Each death is
on a night just like tonight. Oh, this is one of those ones that if you want to close on the property, you have to spend a full night in it alone. Then it's yours.
Yeah, they don't really give any timeline on this, so it totally could be over decades.
Yeah, well, they would. Why would they tell you that?
Next, the other mortgagee died, leaving the interest in the mortgage to two nephews, one of whom shortly died.
What the fuck is happening? Two nephews.
Wait, so the order is Admiral, or is that
Admiral? No, are we doing admirals? No, there's Admiral.
No, Chancellor to Sheriff to two nephews.
No, you left one out. So
and the son.
So the original guy dies, the mortgagee dies, and then the master of chancery dies.
I'm glad he's gone, by the way.
He was no angel.
Yeah.
And then the sheriff died, which
sure. Dave.
Okay.
Dave.
And then the son of the original owner, who was executor, died, and then the next mortgagee died.
And then the nephews died.
And then
one of the nephews died.
One of them died.
Okay. I'm rooting
so
for
the
that
last
one
guy
to go.
is like just fucking sitting pretty. He's like, I'm fucking rich.
Yeah.
He got it all.
Sure. I mean, he has no one to share it with, but that's the American dream.
Well, maybe there's a niece.
In this time? This is before nieces were invented. It's just called your sister's kid.
Thus making the seventh death of parties connected with the case. Each death has, of course, delayed proceedings, and for once, the grim monster seems to have got the best of the courts.
The grim monster?
I think he's just talking about the Grim Reaper, but
no
the
relation.
Grim Monster.
No, excuse me.
This is my cousin, the Grim Monster.
Hi. I can't kill.
I thought it was his nephew.
It could be a nephew. Well, whatever. So the nephew got it. I'm happy. This is a happy story. This is a good ending. A guy
15
got
people
rich.
died for one guy to get a house, kind of?
It's good.
It's just nice to hear a nephew secure a W for once.
You don't hear enough of it anymore. You really don't. There's not enough feel-good nephew stories anymore.
Well, it doesn't make a good headline.
No, it's true. No, nephew succeeds. Pass.
Nah, nobody cares. The hottest day, Saturday and Sunday, were
They're
considered
obsessed with these fucking the weather. They're like, oh my God, shit's gonna be sweaty on Sunday.
Well, think about the corn.
It's like that nothing beyond small talk had been invented yet.
Yeah, it really is.
So all the articles were about the weather.
It's just like this paper should be called "The Things My Grandma Said Over the Weekend." It could be
so grandmas were invented, but not nieces.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Talk about wool underwear.
What?
Grandmas.
Huh? Yeah.
I brought it back.
To what?
How?
See you later. Wool underwear was in the first story.
It was cotton.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
No, he said you should wear wool.
That was a half hour ago. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. Oh, the mortgagee.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Reynolds.
That's funny. That was funny.
Saturday and Sunday were considered the hottest days since the heat term began, but we think today takes the cake.
We're using we
just
language
guess.
now.
Yeah.
So it's hot enough to be a news story. You guys guess how hot you think it'll be.
Like 68.
Yowza! 94.
Ooh, the thermometer at 10 a.m. stood at 96 in the shade, and at 12 noon, 98 degrees.
96 in the shade. I like that.
That's like burning hot for the 1880s.
Yeah.
Now it's like Tuesday.
Yeah.
In consequence of the intense heat, but few persons were seen upon our streets, and mechanics that were engaged upon buildings exposed to the sun's rays were compelled to leave work.
What? Excuse me? Nope.
There'll be no leaving of work.
No one wants to work anymore.
Yeah, you just die. You just die.
I couldn't agree more. That must be where your last name comes from. I couldn't agree more.
I couldn't agree, Andrea More.
That's your first album, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys done?
Wow.
I'm actually sitting on a pregnant pause. No, actually, I'm done.
That's what they call her, Moreless.
That's the name of my third album. Don't have a second album.
Interesting.
Yeah. Character in Thumbs. A French writer judges women by their thumbs. Okay.
Well,
Anna, let's see your thumbs.
Oh, you better pay me extra for this.
Judgment coming.
I want to join your only thumbs, huh?
Oh, look at yeah.
Oh, come on.
They went down. No down.
What a roller coaster. Which has not been invented.
Those with large thumbs are said to be more likely to possess native intelligence, while the small thumbs indicate feeling.
I like this kind of phrenology because...
Thumb phrenology?
It's correct, yeah.
Because it's correct.
Science has proven this out.
This big-thumbed woman does not feel a thing.
That's how they know I'm a Jew. They measured my thumb.
There we are. Right. We've got a Jew.
But nobody's like, if you're a big person, you have bigger thumbs, and if you're a smaller person, you have smaller thumbs.
Excuse me, Dave. I would remove that from the show if you want to have a career. That is so offensive. Up. That is so fucked up.
I don't know what subreddits you're on, honestly, or where you're hearing that, but
that's crazy.
The audacity.
I've met many fat people with small thumbs and skinny with hitchhiker digits. It's disgusting. David, it's 2025.
Can you explain hitchhiker digits?
The larger the thumb, the more likely the ride.
I don't think that's
yes,
true.
It's true. How many small thumbs have you picked up?
Many.
No, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Many small thumbs.
Okay.
Many small thumbs.
Sure.
Particularly monkeys.
Have you ever listened to the Chumbawamba song Tub Thumbing?
The one about gravy?
Keep reading.
Next story.
We've lost Andrea. I mean, she's
she's out. She checked out. She's like, why
Sorry,
am I
I'm
here?
just sitting with my thumbs ensconced.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, now she's
self-conscious.
like, yes,
Okay.
she's
It feels
very
like somewhat,
self-conscious.
yeah.
You got great thumbs.
We're all looking at your thumbs.
Okay,
Andrea.
you know what? I was fishing.
Mackerel?
Rolling for mackerel. I'm rich.
Colonel Bob Ingersoll recently said, if I were governor and a woman who has been abused and kicked by... it could go either way at this point.
I don't like
it could
it
really
already.
go either way. It could go
I
either
don't
way.
like it.
And a woman who has been abused and kicked by her husband got up in the night and cut off his head with an axe. I'd give her a public reception.
Oh, there we go. A feel-good story.
He is very much for the execution of
Abusers.
That's
good.
But I would also say
Like Lorena Bobbitt.
not through the courts.
True.
Definitely not through the courts.
No.
He's saying women should cut off their husband's head if their husband abuses them.
Yep.
Which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, it's going to create a little more chaos in our society, but just lop the head off.
I'm for it.
What's the loss? You cut down on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, technically.
Well.
You mentioned Lorena Bobbitt there, Andrea. That seems, that's not okay. We're still not over that.
Kind of dickish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Can I see the thumbs again, please?
No.
Yeah, that's our, I don't know if there's an equivalent.
That's penis 9/11.
I don't know if there's an equivalent of women that have ever been wronged, but that's our.
No, you attach a penis. That's the opposite.
Like kind of an Elon Musk situation.
Yeah. Dave, don't look. Dave, we're on the same team right now, so I'm going to need.
I don't know if we are.
Did you say penis 9/11? Yeah. That was.
You attach a penis. Yeah, penis
9/11. That was an inside job.
Yeah, that was. If I have my ways. And by the way, just like real 9/11, it wouldn't happen if Mark Wahlberg was there.
That's true.
You.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
The fuel doesn't melt steel penises.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jesse Ventura's talked about it a lot.
The colonel in his floored ways says many brilliant things, but as a good lawyer and jurist, this is not a wise recommendation. So the paper's saying don't cut off the head of abusers.
Okay. Don't agree.
But they're not going to no one's going to put them in jail in this time. They're going to be like, well, what'd she do? So,
she got lippy.
Was he the guy who said this? Was he kind of what was considered like a woke guy?
Yeah,
back then, like he was just saying that to get pussy, right?
Yeah, I think he probably was.
Yeah.
Like he's going up to women and saying, "I think if a woman is abused by her husband, she should be allowed to cut off."
It's a lot like, and then it's the Twitter allies who right after that for 4 years, man, I just fucking so sick of these abusive pieces of shit. And then it was like, hey, by the way, he sexually harassed me and kissed me when I didn't want it.
Well, a few months later, this guy was missing his head.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What was that? A sound effect?
Yeah, no. Now are you? Yeah, what are you doing over there? Like you literally.
Did you just drop a goldfish from a ladder into a mug? What just happened?
Okay, so I'm trying a new thing in my comedy
really
career.
Good. That sound cannot be replicated.
It's kind of a Rube Goldberg device, but for sound.
Unreal.
Doing radio plays.
It's really good.
This is.
When that happened, I was like, they're not going to hear it. Like
nobody heard that. Oh no, it's all they heard. So she threw a marble into a kiddie pool from a cliff.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
He's basically a lefty for the time. He's an abolitionist. He opposed the Chinese Exclusion Act and defended women's rights.
It's amazing to hear what a progressive was back then.
One of my favorite acts in history in legislation is the Chinese Exclusion Act because it's so It just says what it is.
Right.
Like there's no hiding behind nomenclature. It's just like we don't want the Chinese here.
Yeah.
No fucking Asians, specifically them Asians.
It's kind of refreshing in a way.
Well,
Yeah, because now it'd be like the Save Our Country Act.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, true. Now it's all back.
Now we're going back to that version. I mean, we basically we're right near it now.
I'm running on a platform of trying to pass
You got to be
the
careful.
Chinese
You'll fall.
Inclusion Act.
That is. Thank you.
You're gonna lose.
I'm running on.
Well, I'm coalition building. It's not always about winning.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You got to think long term, Dave.
Go ahead. Get on your soapbox.
Dave, once we're dead, this might come together.
Once you're dead, the mortgagee is going to change hands.
Yeah. You know how this ends. A bunch of bodies scattered amongst burned trees from climate change and a parliamentarian patting themselves on the back saying, yeah, that's what it should be. This was the right play.
Is that from a movie?
Yeah, sure.
What are you quoting?
Sure.
A script I wrote called The Parliamentarian.
It's a great script.
Where's it set up?
CBS.
That's cool.
See?
How much you get paid for it?
I'm paying them.
How much mackerel?
A lot of mackerel. Lot of mackerel in this game right now.
It's not what I'm hearing.
Yeah. We're following Coach.
What?
Huh?
Coach the TV show?
No, the director. We call him Coach.
What?
Huh? Are we still podcasting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Reverend Dr. Swem, a young Baptist minister.
Dr. Swam?
Swem, S-W-E-M, Swem.
Okay.
You idiot.
Thank you. A young Baptist minister
fair.
created quite a sensation in Washington last Sunday by arraigning the Society of Women of the Capitol as habitual gamblers.
Jesus Christ. It's pretty assaultive right now.
He's
It's
right,
nonstop, like women congregating, look out. And then one guy's just like, if you hit them, you should die. Women chatting, be aware.
He declared that the shameless openness with which the practice is carried on is only equaled by Monte Carlo or the gaming houses of Parisian women. Well, that's pretty
so
low.
true.
That's a low blow. That is a low blow. He told of one young lady who lost Now you made my dog mad. He told of one young lady who lost $250 given her by her father for the purpose of summer toilets to be worn at an adjacent seaside resort.
Worn?
It says to be worn.
To
What's
be
a summer
worn?
toilet?
I am if I have enough vodka. Hello? Summer toilet. Hello?
I guess I don't quite understand what a toilet, a summer.
Diaper?
So a
Is your
toilet
dog
is
killing
something.
someone?
I think someone's trying to get in. Let me
Let
find
him
it. Hold on.
in.
Get him on the show. Give him a mic,
Open
Dave.
borders. I have an open borders policy, but about Dave's house.
I've been saying that to him for a while. He won't by the way, the only people he'll let in are the Chinese. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well, like you said, he's a contrarian.
He's always going against the grain. Doors
The
shutting,
corn. That
laughter
grain is-
happening from far away. One of his pant legs is up. Dave, are you hip hop?
He was cycling.
Hip-hop.
He went on a bike ride.
With a
I'm
one-legged
hip-hop,
bike
yeah.
ride.
I forgot that I had a dog walker coming, and so the dog walker, the dog saw the dog walker and lost.
Is that like a zombie dog?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Some days you can't walk your dog because you're podcasting all day.
Some days you can't walk your dog because you can't find their fourth shoe.
Don't you do it? Don't you?
You can only find 3 shoes.
I think I heard your fourth shoe drop in the mug.
Andrea, has this happened?
I'm just waiting for the 4th shoe to drop.
Andrea, has that happened? Have you not been able to walk your dog because you couldn't find the 4th shoe?
I mean, that's kind of the excuse I'm telling myself for not walking him.
Well, I can't find that fourth shoe. I guess I'll just live in poop.
Okay, back to this. He told of one young lady who lost $250 given her by her father for the purpose of summer toilets.
Sorry, the second time was really funny.
Which happens. That sometimes happens. Summer toilets.
I just don't understand what's happening.
It's February. Get out of here.
My God.
What are you doing?
Holy shit. You can't use a summer toilet in
There's
February.
A winter toilet over there.
To be worn at the adjacent
That's a
seaside
Frank
resort.
Sinatra song, isn't it?
Yeah, summer toilets, yeah.
The summer toilets.
I have no idea what's happening in this sentence.
Nobody does.
A
I
summer
have some
toilet.
semblance.
What?
Oh, I'm
Share.
not going to reveal that information.
Why? Damn it. Such bullshit. Summer toilets.
Summer toilet.
Toilet.
I can't wait for school to be over so I could go into the summer toilets.
I mean, I looked it up and you can buy a summer toilet, but it's like it's like for potty
It's
training.
very expensive.
Summer toilet. I want to buy a summer toilet for potty training.
I
until
wonder
June
if
Going
it's
by
20th.
myself.
I wonder if it's like a
Why don't you
when you
read
go-
more and
when
then
you-
maybe we'll be able to understand the context.
I'm not opposed to that.
when
idea.
you go on your summer vacation, you go out to the country and you bring a temporary toilet, like a
Excuse
portable
me?
toilet. Like you bring a portable toilet, sometimes known as a bucket.
I just call them summer buckets.
Yeah. Even though it's a Beach Boys album.
Anyway, he gave her money to buy summer toilets. She
What the
then
fuck? I'm sorry.
gambled
I'm not
it.
accepting it.
She then gambled it.
Because she was like, there's no such thing as a summer toilet, so I'm going to just use this money. We literally all have Googled it and nothing is happening.
And now her dad is like, it's summertime. I'm shitting on the ground.
She just convinced him that was a thing. She's like, Dad, can I have some money for the summer toilets? You girls and your summer toilets. Here you go, sweetheart. Have fun crapping in the summer toilets.
In consequence of the loss, the gambling transaction became known, and the young woman has been sent out of the city by her parents. So she's been punished for not buying the summer toilets and gambling instead.
She's been banished.
And this is in the news.
Correct.
Okay.
Well,
just check.
there's a family that's not going to have a summer toilet.
No.
of
There's
course
like
it's in
one
the
girl
news.
who's not going to have a
Oh,
summer
cry
toilet.
me a river.
Honestly, and then I'll crap in it.
I'll cry
If
you a
it's
summer
July.
toilet.
Cry me a river because there's no such thing as a summer toilet.
Oh my
A
god!
summer toilet. That
I
sounds
mean,
like a Bravo show. Summer toilet. Don't miss the summer toilet reunion. You were shitting where you shouldn't have. It was June. The summer toilet reunion.
Nothing on that show is real.
Well,
producers.
oh, come on. I like to believe.
I got it.
What?
It just sounds like it's an outhouse. In the 1800s, summer toilets generally referred to outdoor toilets, often called outhouses.
What was the winter toilet? No.
That must be one you kept in your house.
Oh, just your bucket?
Or it's the lake. So, and you know
The
this because you're from
lake?
Wisconsin.
Oh,
but
cry
in
me a lake.
there.
Minnesota, you
Cry
shit
me a
on the frozen lake in the winter, and then when the summer comes, it's called the melting of the toilet, and then all the shit goes down to the bottom of the lake. That's what a winter toilet is. I can't believe I have to explain this to someone from
Can
Wisconsin.
I say something? I find all of this so crass.
I agree.
I
This
think
show
it's-
used to be about history, and now you're talking about ice crapping.
It used to have good family values.
Yeah.
I think this is romantic and sexy. Sexy talk.
Ugh, crapping on the ice.
Ever since
Yeah,
I showed my thumbs, the vibe has changed.
I agree. That
I
really was
mean-
when everything changed.
I really thought that it would be different. I thought you'd have huge fucking thumbs.
What are you doing
So
in
did
your
I.
What are you doing in the winter toilet? What do you go with it?
What do you mean? What do I go with it? Her or me?
Where do you go? Where do you take your winter toilet?
Thank you.
Like,
To the ice debate.
yes.
This is Judy.
I take my winter. Anytime I go to a hockey game, I'll take it to the park.
What is the winter? Are we just going bucket inside when it's cold? Is that what's happening?
So, I mean, that made sense.
That's
I think a winter toilet is an indoor toilet. But again,
considering the smells we're already up against.
Yeah, but Gareth, it's so cozy.
Oh my God.
It is cozy. It is very cozy.
How's your book? Just in a 1-bedroom cabin.
Okay, back to the story.
It's a 1-bedroom, 2 winter toilet.
No.
I mean, I think the point is don't gamble away your winter toilet funds.
Oh my, summer toilet.
Sorry, summer toilet or winter toilet. Just don't gamble away
Winter toilet
money.
funds it's like a bucket.
Similar cases were told about, and in conclusion, the doctor made the sweeping declaration that the young ladies of Washington spend their days in private poker playing.
Private poker playing. Sorry, I have an audition coming up.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Private poker playing. Private poker playing.
Andrea More.
These are my thumbs, and I'm based in Los Angeles.
Are you willing to shave them?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Are you willing to wear cotton underwear?
Yes, I'll do anything.
Okay. All right, so you're auditioning for Leslie. We're replacing her on summer buckets. So
you admit that it's all made up? That all the story
No, her assistant. We're casting her assistant. Everything else remains true.
The doctor seems to be well posted on Washington society, and he may be a very moral and conscientious man, but if he expects to reform these society ladies by his preaching, he will do more than any other minister has done in their time. There is nothing like trying, Brother Swim.
Huh?
He said
there's nothing like trying, Brother Swim.
They're saying, the paper's saying, go get him.
Huh.
Do you want to know how much rents were?
Does this have a winter toilet, or is this just
Eastport? This is just an ad. Cheap rent. Eastport,
Wait,
new brick houses.
Tell me the number of
per
beds
month
and baths. How many beds and baths?
It doesn't say. It says new brick. It says new brick houses. That's all it says.
I'm going to go to Zillow Time Traveler. What year was this again?
This is 1888. How much per month? What do you think?
I'm gonna guess $20.
$3.
Wait, 20 is way too high. I'm gonna guess $3.
What the?
Andrew wins. It's $6 a month.
What?
Yay,
That's it. What the fuck?
I won.
Well, because you did 3 and she did 3, which is 6.
Oh, but then
I'd
why
love
did
to
she
win.
This is 38 Charles Street. Wow.
Ooh,
that's pretty fucking $6 a month. What do you think that is? I wonder what that is in today's money.
Well, it's going to be really small because rent used to be like marginally affordable. Now, $6 I mean, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be like $4.50.
$4.50?
I think it's going to go down.
Yeah,
I think it's cheaper.
Oh my God. It's $200.
That's fucking
nuts. Oh, that's outrageous for that little place.
Plus first and last.
And you're not getting your full deposit back. That's ridiculous.
I remember when I was like, this is not too long ago, when I was in Wisconsin at my buddy's place, and it was huge. And I was like, what do you pay a month? He's like, it's pretty bad. It's like $3.50. I was like,
and he meant $3.50.
He was talking $3.50. That's exactly right. Oh, fuck. Well,
we did it.
Andrea, thank you for joining us.
That was so short. Let's talk for another hour.
Okay. That's why they call you Andrea More, isn't it? You always add a little bit extra.
Everyone's last name comes from a story like that.
Yeah, like Dave Madman. Now, Andrew, where can people get tickets to this show May 14th?
I don't know. Look it up.
At the Punchline. It's easy.
Oh, yeah, the Punchline website.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the Punchline. Also, you did the GoFundMe for the dog shoes still on?
Is that still a thing?
The GoFundMe. I bought those dog shoes with my very own money.
Okay.
It's not what I heard.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors online. I'm looking at some of them now.
Only half of them are true, so you be the judge.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, I think, I learned a lot about thumbs, and really toilets. The legacy for this one of me is the summer toilets. So
Toilets, yeah. We all learned a little bit.
For me, I learned that blind people can dream visually. I actually had no idea.
Yeah, they mostly see dragons.
All right, everyone. That's the end of this one.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're not allowed to say
Andrea.
bye.
You got to stay.